Hi everyone, I'm Stockdale here. It's been quite a while since I've made a video. I've moved house since the last time I made a video. Now living in a little cottage in the country, which is absolutely beautiful. I've got my pyramid outside under a tree. Well, I have now while it's summertime over here, but yeah, it's really nice. So it's been a while since I've made a video. Well, in this video, I just wanted to talk about, well, firstly, an experience I had the other day via a session I had with Debbie Anderson. Now, she helped me to remove some entities what I'd had attached to me. One entity, what I talked about before, the one that was attached to my leg. I don't know if you saw the video where basically when I was a child, I got traumatized by a man shouting at me while I was trying to have a wee down an alleyway was the bottom of his garden, and I was with my mum. And this entity attached to me. I tried to get rid of it last year, and I thought I had, but the little bugger come back, and it was on me. It was still on me, and I didn't know. Anyway, so I had this session with Debbie, and the first entity what came about was one that was attached to my pineal gland, and it was very stubborn. It would not let go. It wouldn't talk. But thanks to Debbie's skillage, we managed to actually get it to speak. And basically what it turned out to be, it attached to me when I was born in the hospital. The very first few minutes of me being born, it attached to me then. It said through the trauma, basically of, you know, like the sort of ritual what they go through when you give birth in the modern day society. It's more like a satanic ritual. So the trauma of that had helped it to attach to me. But what I'd found out as we went along, and then when I listened to the recording afterward especially, is it was there for a reason. Now this entity didn't know. All it knew was that's what its purpose was, to attach itself to my pineal gland, to dim me down, to stop me progressing. And it was a pathetic little creature, to be fair. That's all it knew what to do. It didn't know anything else. It had a very low opinion of itself. And I've come to realise after this session, since we got it off, and what I'll do, I'll probably put a link in the bottom of this video to actual session what Debbie did, and you can listen to it there. But this little entity, once it realised it had a light in it and it was more than what it thought, it started to cry when it realised it was actually part of creation, part of source, part of God. And when it was taken back to the light, it was so happy. And it made me realise more and more that basically I think what I need to do more and more, and probably with the help of some other people as well, is to actually help these entities. So instead of just approaching it of healing the human, healing, you know, obviously because they've got these attachments, what I realised with this guy, I've meditated since then, and I agreed before I came to this planet to let that entity attached to me at birth for a reason. And the reason being is, like it said on the video with Debbie, is that it had stopped me from glowing and stopped my light shining too much and stopped me progressing at an earlier age. And the reason behind this is, if that would have happened, I would have been attacked a lot more at a younger age, and I just don't think I had the knowledge then to realise what was happening, and it probably took me down a path I did not want to go. And I wouldn't be where I am now in a sort of spiritual progression where I'm at. So really, it was doing me good. It didn't know it. It didn't realise it. He just thought it was an entity, and it was a worthless being that he didn't know anything else what to do. So I think it's important that we actually help these entities to realise that they are part of source. Because a lot of people out there, you start talking about evil entities and demonic forces and all this and all that. Well, the point is, if we all believe that Source created everything, which Source has, there's nothing in the universes, multiverses, what exist, apart from what's come from Source. So obviously, whatever these entities are, they are part of Source. Now, I've written in the book I'm writing at the moment, I'll go into great detail about this, about how these entities have sort of taken a brave stance, if you would. Let's imagine it in the really bigger picture. So let's think about in a galactic, before you come to Earth, before you even start to incarnate as a human, just imagine that you're in your soul family and you want something really traumatic to happen to you, because that's the experience you want to have Well, there's somebody else in your soul family might volunteer, right? Okay, I'll be the perpetrator, I'll be the baddie, you can be the victim. And then when you obviously incarnate, you might come across this person, he might be a rapist, who knows what horrific things this person may do to you. And while you're in the 3D, while you're in this body, you're going to hate them, you're going to want them in prison, whatever. So these people then are going to go to prison or get killed or whatever may happen to them. But in the bigger picture, they're all part of your soul family, and they're doing it with love from that perspective before they come to Earth to give you that experience. Now think about that on a grander scale. Think about that on a scale where these volunteers, they want to experience maybe being totally evil, being a despicable demon, whatever it may be, what they want to experience. Well, they're from source to start with, because they must be, because everything's created by source. So therefore they come in and then they may cut themselves off. And I think that's a very brave thing to do, don't you? I mean, actually volunteering to cut yourself off from the love of source just to have an experience to be an evil entity. And then obviously, because you're this evil entity, then you are going to be part of other people's agreements by giving them horrible experiences, holding them back, whatever it may be. Well, I think now it's coming to the point on this planet where a lot of these entities, they've forgotten that they volunteered to come here and do what they're doing. And they might need help to actually see that they are part of source and actually to go back to the light. And obviously, the more this happens, the more that's going to help us as well, all humanity, because the less of the negativity, what's around, what's attached to us, the more brighter we're going to shine, the faster we're going to advance to a higher realms. So it's advantageous for us all to do this. So what I'm going to start doing, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I will be making some videos just to show you how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to sort of start with the ones what was with me, sort of help them to, well, I suppose not help them because they've already gone, but try to see it from their point of view more and more. I mean, I had some experiences last year in the other house I was in with my wife. We had a lot of entities was coming into the house. And we come to realise that a lot of these entities then, they'd realised that there was actually part of source, but they didn't know how to get back there. And they came, and with the help of my wife, she's very good at this side of things. She actually helped all these negativities to get the light and to go back to the light and realise who they are. So we did quite a lot of that then. So maybe that might have been a precursor to what I want to do now and help the entities what I forgot, what I still forgot that they are part of source, and actually help them to get back to where they belong, basically, and complete their journey and help us to complete ours. So anyway, if you think this is a good idea, if you're somebody out there what thinks they can do this as well, maybe get in touch, leave me a comment below, and maybe we can do a sort of group meditation. Maybe I know me and Debbie's organising one with some of her friends. Maybe we can do that, and we'll sort of have a discussion about that and see if it's something they want to do as well. Anyway, just thought I'd make this video, first one I've made in a while, so I hope to see you soon, and I'll let you know how I get on. Thanks, bye.